Hey, Tommy! What's going on?
Hey, Greg. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, y'all, this is Greg Peters with Mountain View Chevrolet. Let me get the toothpick out of my mouth. And this is the next episode of A Taste of Mountain View here with my buddy Tommy Dippel at the Dogtrot Inn. Now, this is not just Tommy Dippel, this is Tommy Two-Horse Dippel. All right, here we are inside the Dogtrot Inn with my buddy Belle Starr right here. This is Tommy's, one of his favorite girls right here. Tommy, tell us a little bit about the Dogtrot Inn and what makes this such a special place.
Well, I believe this Dogtrot was built in about somewhere in the 70s by Grandpa Jones and his son Mark. And they lived here for a while they were doing the
theater?
The folk center down there. So we came up here from Texas, just looking around. We always liked this area up here, and this place come up for sale. So I took some photographs of it and sent it to my friends in Texas, and they didn't want it. So I bought it. And so we're rebuilding the place as we go. I got new roofs on here and new plumbing, electric, and on and on. We're taking all the real old stuff out of here, or all the new stuff, I'm sorry, and putting all the old period stuff in here. So we're looking for a turn-of-the-century style. And this is going to be used for filming, movie sets and commercials, things like that. We got in touch with the Arkansas Film Commission, and they're all hot about it, so we're good for that. But we like it up here. I've got a barn next door. We're going to build an apartment, and Nancy and I are going to live in it from time to time between our farmhouse down in Drasco. But, we're doing real good here.
And Tommy, you're telling me now this people can come and they can rent this, stay here. They can get one side or the other, rent the whole thing. Now, you were telling me this is a particular style of build in a log cabin. And what exactly is that?
It's called a Dogtrot. So a Dogtrot are two separate buildings with a breezeway in the middle of it. Okay, so the breeze comes through, but sometimes back in the old days they would actually block off the breezeway and wind up using it for another room. But one holds 6 here and the other holds 10. Sometimes they rent the whole thing, and they love it here. We get a 5-star rating every time people come in here.
Another thing about Tommy here is Tommy's been in quite a few movies. He builds props for movie sets, that sort of things. Of course, I'm sure this is hard to imagine, but he's been in several westerns. And you were even in The Patriot with Mel Gibson. He showed me a picture of that, and there's a gun in here, one of those. But tell us a little bit about. Right, oh, that's it right there. Absolutely.
That's what they call a brown vest. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. But Tommy, so tell us a little bit about your movie career and what's just tell us something crazy, a good story about it.
Well, I'm mostly a cowboy model. I've been doing that for about 50 years. I'm in all the art magazines across the world. I'm in all the art galleries across the country. I'm there. You can buy an art magazine and my face is in there. I was up in Montana where I lived, and an old timer was sitting next to me, and he was talking about movies and stuff, and I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to him, and I saw his belt. He had a Marine Corps belt buckle on, and right away we became friends. And he asked me would I come and ride in the cavalry with him, and I said sure. Being in the Marine Corps, I knew all the drills, and I knew everything, and I broke horses all my life, so I was there. So anyway, we took the test, and I was in. So the next one, he asked me, would I do Custer on the Little Bighorn on the battlefield, on the original battlefield. And so I was excited to do that. I did that for 4 years in a row, fighting 200 Indians. But they came to film. The BBC from Europe came over. All over the world they came to film that. And then they used that in documentaries. And anyway, one thing led to another. He did movies, and he asked me would I come with him to a movie, which would be Crazy Horse. That was back in, I think, about 93. So we did Crazy Horse. That was about General Custer. And the funny thing about it is I showed up on the movie set with my uniform on, and the director came right at me, and he said, "Stay away from Custer," because I looked like Custer. And their Custer did not look like Custer. Anyway, so we went from there. Between movies and modeling, I did that for the last 30 years. And I've built movie sets, movie props, special effects, all kinds of things. I had a full life.
I mean, there's pretty much nothing that you can't do with your hands. And, you know, I was just showing Sharp this out here that you built out here by yourself. Now, y'all got to understand, Tommy here is 80 years old. You would not think it at all. Tommy, what'd you do this morning before you brushed your teeth?
I did 105 push-ups after I had my coffee.
This guy's a machine.
I do 100 push-ups every morning when I have my coffee.
Well, Tommy, we really do appreciate you having us out here, and we have enjoyed looking around this place. This place is incredible. If y'all are looking for a really, really cool place to stay and meet a character like you're probably never going to meet ever again in your life, I highly suggest that you reach out to Tommy Dippel here and you come bring your family and have a stay here at the Dogtrot Inn here in Mountain View. But Tommy, thanks for having us out. We appreciate it. And you'll definitely want to pet Bell Star. And that is a wrap up on this taste of Mountain View.
Come see us.